Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Okay, interesting.
Chouameni, and it's Hernandez. Hernandez crosses, and it's claimed by the keeper.
Diop.
Hakimi, aim forwards. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Koundé, forwards and with intent. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. Hernandez.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Saliba. Olise. Rabiot, and he goes cross-field. Hernandez.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, they could break here.
Mazraoui. Riyad.
Diop. Brahim Diaz.
Now he's off and running. Upamecano.
Rabiot.
Saliba. Upamecano looks to the other side. Saliba. Dembele.
And it's played forward. Mbappe.
Unahi.
Moved on forwards. Shot at goal! Goal! Morocco! And Morocco score first.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hernandez cuts it out. Saliba. Upamecano. Upamecano shifted upfield. Chouameni. Cherki. Aim forwards. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Dembele. Rabiot. Olise. Oh, perfectly measured that. Unahi tries to clear. Cherki. Spread out to the left. Riyad clears it away. It's run loose here. Hernandez. That's good play. Defending of the desperate variety. Hakimi forwards and with intent. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hernandez. Rabiot. And it's Koundé. Koundé played over towards the opposite flank. Hakimi gets it away. Riyad. Mazraoui. Unahi. Moved on forwards. That has been knocked clear. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And that has sent him sprawling. Chouameni will play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Rabiot. Hernandez with the delivery. And it's played forward. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's really well manoeuvred. Diop. France suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, I would say that they've only got themselves to blame, Peter. They've been caught cold.
Upamecano. Chouameni. France already trailing and we've barely begun. Saliba chooses to go cross-field. Koundé. Rabiot. And it's Koundé. Out for a throw. Koundé. Goes for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rabiot clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ball's played through. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, such a clever touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, it's come loose. Upamecano, aim forwards. Rabiot. Over to the left. Mbappe. France have a free kick. Cherki. Unahi. That is a little undercooked. And it's Dembele. Great work on the overlap. Mbappe! Mbappe! And the ball's come loose here.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Moved on forwards, and here's Mbappe. Cherki. Diop. France are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Diop. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Dembele. Koundé. Rabiot. Olise. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Dembele. Brahim Diaz did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Unahi. Diop. Diop, gently done. Mazraoui. Showing good feet. So who's he picking out? Played out wide. Mazraoui. Unahi. Brahim Diaz. That's an excellent interception. And he's there to get it away. Brahim Diaz. Koundé. Cherki. Dembele. Chouameni. And it's Dembele. Turns and goes back. Hakimi forwards and with intent. Upamecano. Rabiot. Mazraoui. That's a throw. Upamecano. Koundé. Upamecano. Koundé. Rabiot. Cherki. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Unahi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hakimi shifted upfield. Upamecano aimed forwards. Hernandez done delicately. There will be a throw-in. Cherki. Unahi. El Ainawi. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Riyad. Moved on forwards. Unahi. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. Hernandez getting this one clear. Saliba. Played towards the other side. Upamecano. Rabiot. Upamecano. Chouameni. And it's Dembele. Picks it up out wide. It's Dembele! It's in! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Mazraoui. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's too far for anyone. Dembele. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Koundé. Rabiot. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Lovely, now then. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mazraoui. And it's Mazraoui. Nice interception, well timed. Saliba, played over towards the opposite flank. Mazraoui. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Saliba, gently done. Calmly anticipates. And it's played forward. Koundé. Koundé chooses to go cross-field. The ball is loose and the chase is on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Unahi aim forwards. Upamecano shifted upfield. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Unahi. He shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Moved on forwards. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Chouameni. Saliba. Rabiot forwards and with intent. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Koundé picks it up now. Saliba, aim forwards. Brahim Diaz. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Unahi is onto it in a flash. Saliba makes the interception. Saliba shifted upfield. Oh, played through for the wide man. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mazraoui, gently done. Chouameni. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Hernandez gets it clear. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Olise. Upamecano. Chouameni moved on forwards. Hernandez, who does have an assist to his name, and he's got his cross in. And that's been repelled. Gets it away. Cherki. Olise! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Mbappe. Upamecano. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Unahi. Out to the right. And it's Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz gets a cross in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Tries a measured ball. Dembele. He is through here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Driving forward. Spread out to the left. Clearly not happy with that. Saliba. Upamecano, and he goes cross-field. And here's Brahim Diaz. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Looking here to chip it through. And he's there to clear it. Unahi. Hernandez clears it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Hakimi. It's a goal kick. Rabiot. And it's played forward. And the pass is intercepted. Koundé. Cherki. Dembele, given the lift of his goal. Hakimi. Hakimi, nicely aimed pass. No, that pass has been well intercepted. Dembele. Olise. Played out to the right. No way through, so chance for a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Mbappe. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Hernandez gets into a good position. Olise plays it short. A lovely bit of skill. A heavy challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mazraoui looking to hit the byline here. Lovely feet. Oh, it's played into a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
France, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Koundé. Upamecano. Cherki. Upamecano. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a nicely weighted pass. Riyad attempts a clearance. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Tries to get it clear. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cherki. Koundé. Olise. France keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Riyad. Mazraoui. Has a quick glance. Mazraoui. Can he finish? Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Rabiot. Saliba. Hernandez. Cherki. Riyad cuts out the pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. Nice physical challenge. Hernandez. Hernandez going full tilt down the left. He can get that clear. Tchouaméni have it back and can go again. Olise.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Played with finesse. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. And here's Mbappe. Oh, great chance! And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Diop is there, and he can get that clear. Mazraoui. Unahi. El Ainaoui. Oh, good spread. Oh, sweet feet. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Tchouaméni. Cherki. Out to the right. And it's Koundé. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Riyad gets it away. That'll be a corner. Only partially clear. And it's played forward. Mazraoui. Diop. Oh, there's a probing ball. Dembele. Rabiot. Olise. Rabiot. Koundé. Olise. Out towards the flank. Rabiot. Rabiot with the delivery. That has been knocked clear. Referee's given a throw. And it's Rabiot. Dembele. Back into the middle. That's a good ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Rabiot. Looks to the other side. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Dembele. Caresses it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Olise goes short. Hernandez. He's on it. Can he get away? Now it's Mbappe. Chance here to counter. Proves too strong. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Chouameni, and it's Dembele. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chouameni is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Well, nicely intercepted. Olise. Played out to the right, and he decides to cross it. And that's out of reach. Brahim Diaz delivers. Defending of the desperate variety. Knocks it out wide. Unahi. El Ainaoui. Unahi. El Ainaoui. Played out wide. That's very neat. Unahi. Gets a good foot in there. Unahi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Hernandez. Koundé. Mbappe. Mbappe! Brahim Diaz chasing after it. Saliba moved on forwards. Olise, and here's Mbappe. Mazraoui gets over and intercepts. Diop forwards and with intent. Saliba. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Mignon, long ball by the goalkeeper. Well timed, excellent interception. El Ainaoui. Riyad. Mazraoui. Unahi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Mazraoui. Well read, and the danger is averted. Hakimi shifted upfield. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Hernandez. Cherki. Hernandez crosses. Firmly met. Back in once more. He's cut it out. Rabiot. Mazraoui. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Koundé. And it's Koundé. Rabiot. Dembele. Could move up a gear here. Lobbed in behind. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that is as far as they're going to go. Saliba, aim forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Brahim Diaz. Olise wins the duel this time. Chouameni. Dembele. That has been cut short. Pinged towards the front line. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Cherki. Olise. Goes for the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Chouameni. Saliba. Cherki. Unahi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Diop. Diop, gently done. The pass has gone astray. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's Koundé. Oh, he's played it in low.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Chouameni. Dembele. Hernandez. Good take, and is he in? And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Goal, France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last, their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Tries to dink it through.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Diop. Diop forwards and with intent. Unahi. Aim forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's found a way through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Diop. Diop played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's nice. Hakimi. Nice control. Upamecano attempts a clearance.
Morocco really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Throw it. Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Out to the left it goes. Unahi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mazraoui. And it's played forward. Cleared away.
Morocco really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's through here. Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Mazraoui. Mazraoui, and that's aimed into the middle. Cross goes in there. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Chouameni. That's really well manoeuvred. Saliba moved on forwards. Dembele is onto it in a flash. Diop. Riyad. Over to the left. That's tidy. Mazraoui. He is just caressing the ball.
Morocco really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Upamecano. Now who's going to be first to this? Gusto. Olise. Olise. Dembele. There are a few waiting for it. Played in with purpose. And he's there to clear it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Into the last 5 minutes. France, moments now away from seeing this one out. And it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off. So here comes a substitution. Chouameni. Olise. Upamecano. Saliba shifted upfield. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. Cherki.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Hakimi. Diop forwards and with intent. Dembele. And it's Dembele. And here's Elise. Gusto. Tries to get it clear.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Mazraoui played over towards the opposite flank. El Khanous. Good chance here!
El Khanous usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Upamecano. Brahim Diaz. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Can he stop it going out?
Morocco really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Very nicely done. Brahim Diaz. That is lovely. 2 minutes to be added on. Hernandez. Cherki. Dembele. Saliba. And he goes cross-field. Mazraoui looking to run onto it. That has found him in acres of space. Cleared without complication. That's a throw. And it's El Khanous. And that has been clubbed away. Dembele. Saliba. And that is that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the manager still looks as if he has a thing or two to be said, but I think inside he's got to be very, very happy. It's a result business after all, and you can't ask for more on that front. He might already be thinking ahead now.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.